Alright, so we got 7 votes for pull rope, 4 votes for climb. Going once. Going twice. Alright, pulling on the rope it is. This is pulling the rope music. You tug down hard on the rope, hoping that the goblins are as stupid as they look. Test your luck. You must test your luck, guys. And then probably pretty soon you're going to want to take this potion of fortune of yours. But you're going to have to test your luck first before you do that. So test that luck. I don't think I do, Shadow. Wow, look at Lego pulling it out. You guys were in fact lucky. It's very luck focused, yeah. So far anyway. Neither of the goblins releases the rope, and both rather comically tumble headlong into the pit. Only one of the two picks himself up, the other remaining face down on the ice floor. With blood streaming from his nose, the angry goblin pulls a dagger from his belt and tries to stab you. In the confined space of the pit, you must defend yourself with your bare hands. Now, the good news is, this guy is not exactly very impressive as a battler. In fact, he's got skill 5, stamina 4. The bad news is that you have to reduce your skill by 3 because you're fighting without your sword, which you threw up to them at the beginning. Still, you have a skill of 9, they have a skill of 5, so this guy comes in stabbing at you, stabby, rolls a 9. Since you already have a 9, you'd have to roll a -2, -1 to lose this on 2 dice, which seems unlikely. But nonetheless, you know the way it goes, Lego. You still gotta roll the 2 dice, even so. I'm digging this battle music for this. Yep, confined space, no hammer. A 12. Wow. Okay, you pretty much almost decapitate him with that shot. Alright, he looks in terrible shape, pretty much. He rolls a 4 again. So a 9. So again, pretty much not anything that's not a 0. Even then, you'd be fine. No -1s. Negative numbers could be possible from Lego. You guys have the classic example of selection bias. They talk about this in poker all the time. A guy can be like, oh man, I never draw out. And he'll forget all the times he drew out, and he'll just remember the times that he didn't draw out. It's like someone just sucked out, and he's like, oh, it's such a suck out. And then you'll realize there's so many times where it wasn't a suck out, and you won the hand you were supposed to win. Selection bias. Nice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm digging it. Oh, sorry, 7. I'm sorry, Lego. I didn't see that you already rolled. I was too busy going, woohoo! Oh, you have some macros? Oh, nice, Sod. Cool, man. It's not going to make it less theater of the mind, is it? I know, right? Okay. The goblin drops, obviously. Okay. You search through the clothing of the goblins and find some salted fish, a candle, and 2 gold pieces, which you decide to keep. I don't know why you decide to keep the salted fish, but I guess you guys like sardines. So, you guys got some salted fish. Congratulations. You also got a candle. And you got 2 gold pieces. Alright. Both goblins are wearing metal collars around their necks, which you cannot remove. Taking the dagger from the goblin you slew, you cut hand and toe holds into the side of the pit and haul yourself up. So that means you now have a dagger. And the good news, of course... Yeah, I know, Eskimo. It's because there's no equivalent. There's no Caverns of the Snow Witch game. So this at least is like bringing people to the Fighting Fantasy Gamebooks. That's basically why, Eskimo. I always put in and see if they happen to have the title, but they don't have the title for this, so I do the best I can, basically. Right. Okay, so picking up your sword, you decide which way to head, wondering if there are any more traps further down the tunnel. Do you want to continue down the path you were going? So you went down, you fell in the pit, pulled yourself back up. Do you want to keep going that way? Or, you know, continue down the tunnel now that you've gotten past the pit? Or do you want to walk back to where the tunnel forked and then go along the other branch? So basically, do you want to go back to the tunnel and take the other branch, or do you want to keep going down this path? Could be, Rez, could be. Yeah. All right, forward. Go left would be still keep going forward, basically. Shoutout says back. Tachyon says forward. Killbite says go on. Hey, Philly, what's up? Cujo, what's up? Digitalite says left. What's going on, Philly and Cujo? Hey. And Cliffy says go forward, all right? Man, this music is kicking ass. This is awesome. I gotta get this thing. All right, we got 8 votes for forward. Looks like we're strongly going down that direction. So, all right. The tunnel continues for some distance before opening out into a circular cave. Oh, yeah, Philly, yeah, I can understand that for that test. Yeah. Another tunnel. You haven't heard from any other graduate school yet, right? Philly, you haven't heard from the other ones yet, right? Yeah, exactly. You can't admit that you were wrong, Digital. Exactly. It's about pride, really. The tunnel continues for some distance before opening out into a circular cave. Another tunnel leads out of the cave directly opposite. You are suddenly met by a strange sight. Let me show you guys what the sight is. All right, let me find that strange sight. Just bear with me for a second. There we go. Okay. And let me just window capture that quickly. It's a pretty epic performance of this thing. Good work on the bass, too. Oh, that double bass. All right. This is the music to Final Fantasy VI, Shadowed. Behold darkness. Very cute, very cute. Oh, luck potion. Yeah. Okay, so that's a good question, guys. Tachyon raises a question. When he raises the point, then I bring it up to chat. Do you guys want to, number 1, eat provisions? Number 2, do you want to take your luck potion? If you ate a provision right now, you'd be down to 5 provisions, but you'd have 19 stamina. And the luck, if you take your luck potion, you would get all your luck points back plus 1, so you'd be up to 12 complete luck. But it's only one use only. So before we go on and I describe this room, since Tachyon brought it up, provisions heal 4 points per, Tachyon. So do you guys want to eat a provision and also take the luck potion, or just the provision, or just the luck potion? What do you guys want to do? Luck, 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 luck. Definitely people want a luck. Okay, as you're answering about luck potion, tell me also if you want to eat your provisions. So we'll take your potion of fortune. Not totally sure about this music for this particular thing. Provision as well, both, yeah. Okay. I got the luck potion taken care of. Now we're just waiting on that provision. It's like the Pet Shop Boys version of the victory music. I don't know. I like my Smooth McGroove version better. Yes to provisions. All right. All right, 19 stamina. Okay. So, all right, you guys have down to 5 provisions, 19 stamina, 12 luck. All right. The tunnel continues for some distance before opening out into a circular cave. Another tunnel leads out of the cave directly opposite. You are suddenly met by a strange sight. There are 2 small pools in the floor with steam gently rising from them. Protruding from one pool is the hilt of a sword, and from the other the shaft of a spear. The frozen body of an orc lies against the wall, its arm rigid and pointing towards the sword. As you approach the pools, you see a rhyme carved in the ice floor which reads, "Sword or spear, strength or fear, how to choose, win or lose." So again, that's sword or spear, strength or fear, how to choose, win or lose. You stand and ponder the rhyme, trying to decide what to do. Will you draw out the sword from its pool, that's choice 1, pull out the spear from its pool, that's choice 2, or walk directly through the cave into the tunnel opposite? So, pull out sword. Alright, let's see what we got. So we got Rez says sword. Tachyon says spear. Bill says sword. Turtle says sword. Lego says sword. Digilite says spear. Give it to the fear. Cliffy says sword. Shouted says sword. Independence Day, nice. Welcome back, African. Alright, let's see. So I got sword, 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 sword. Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 sword. 8 swords. There should be 8 swords. Exit cave. Kilobyte is gonna be like, hey, let's walk out of the cave. We got 9. The choices were sword, spear, or walk out of the cave. So TV says walk out. Turtle says sword. I got you, Turtle. I got your vote. So 9 votes for pull out the sword, 2 votes for pull out the spear, 2 votes for walk across cave. Alright. Okay, looks like you guys are going with the sword. You draw out the sword from its pool. Okay. Gripping the hilt yes. Gripping the hilt firmly, you tug hard at the sword. It comes free with surprising ease. You have chosen the sword of speed, an almost weightless yet strong and sharp sword. add 1 skill point. Now, you guys actually can't add a skill point because you can't go above your initial skill, but having that sword of skill could be useful if you lose your other sword. So you guys now have the sword of speed. So very nice, well done. Now, do you wish to rummage through the orc's backpack, or do you want to walk directly through to the tunnel opposite? So rummage through the orc's backpack or walk directly to the tunnel opposite. That's basically what it is, Cliffy. It's exactly what it is. Yeah, it's like choose your own adventure, but with dice and statistics and the whole business, so. Alright, Tachyon says to loot. So, are you opening his backpack is the question. Rummaging through his backpack or not? So African says backpack. Lego says backpack. Xeno says backpack. Turtle says backpack. Philly says backpack. Cliffy says backpack. You guys are so well honed on this looting thing. It's so funny. RPGers know the deal. What if his frozen condition is contagious? Loot. Rez says not loot. Okay. Okay, 7 votes for loot, 1 vote for not. Anyone else? Looks pretty definitive. And Digital says loot. And Kilobyte says loot. Alright. Okay. So loot it is. Inside the backpack, you find a pair of old leather sandals, a stuffed rat, and a moldy loaf. So the leather rat, well, and the stuffed sandals. Stuffed rat. This must be the incredible treasure they were talking about. You also find a loaf of moldy bread, a moldy loaf. Do you wish to eat the loaf of bread, or leave the cave immediately through the tunnel opposite? So you have a loaf of what looks like moldy bread. Do you wish to eat the loaf? You guys still down a point of stamina. So do you wish to eat the moldy bread or not? Well, it's a stuffed rat. I guess pet. Alright, Sano says eat. Eat the moldy loaf. Rez says noms. Shoutout says eat it. Turl says no. Stuffed with what? I don't know, Digital. You're going to have to find out. Philly says nope. I say add the stuffed ration to the rations and eat it. Not sure that's an option, Digital. You're hoping it's stuffed with crab meat. Crab meat. Lego says nope. Okay. Mary says no. Bill says no. Bread mold is a hallucinogen. This feels like bread eating music to me. Eat the moldy bread. Digital says no. Talk to the rat, claim insanity, then don't eat the bread. That's funny, every. Digging this music. Wow. Alright, 7 votes for no, 3 votes for yes. Going once. Going twice. Alright. Okay, Cliffy says eat it. Ah, wait a minute. I'm going to hold off then because we have a couple more votes for eat. Alright, we have 7 votes for not eat, 5 votes for eat. Mining says eat, so we have 7 votes for not eat. Mining says to eat, so we have 7 votes not, 6 votes for. This is real close now. So I'm going to wait a little longer. 7 votes for not eat, 6 votes for eat. So now I'm going to wait because a little bit and see whether we get other votes. What's up with intent? Good to see you, man. With intent says eat. 7 votes each. Sasquatch says eat. Series Runner says eat. Oh my gosh, Series Runner says eat. Cujo says eat. Oh my gosh. It's an overwhelming majority to eat. What's up, everybody? What's up, Series? How you doing, bro? Ladies and gentlemen, 1/2 of the Divinity Original Sin co-op duo, and also 1/6 of the Infinity and Beyond team. I guess 1/7, I should say now. And someone, a very good streamer you should be following. Deaths to date 1. Alright. Okay, going once. Going twice. Here we go. You eat the bread and immediately die. No, I'm just kidding. That doesn't happen. Here's what happens when you try to eat the bread. You break the loaf in 2, and to your surprise, you find an iron key at the center of the loaf. Add 1 luck point. Now, you can't do that because you're already maxed out, but you put the key in your pocket, change your mind about eating the loaf, and walk into the tunnel opposite. So how about you guys? You guys got yourself an iron key. And you almost didn't. And it was only because of the madness of eating the bread that caused you to get the key. Oh my god, this is perfect. This is perfect. Hold on. I can't believe this. Okay, so you guys hear this music, right? You guys hear this music, right? This music? Listen to this description. The tunnel turns sharply to the right at the entrance to another cave, from which you can hear a stringed instrument playing gentle music. Your view into the cave is partially blocked by an old tattered animal skin hanging down over the entrance, but you can see the lower torso of a man wearing green and purple hose and pointed red slippers. I can't believe that. Do you wish to throw back the animal skin and enter the cave, or do you want to keep walking along the tunnel? Holy cow, I can't believe that. That's amazing. It's like exactly right. Okay, do you want to throw back the animal skin and enter the cave or not? This is what adventuring is all about. Alright, Shadow says keep walking. Turtle says cave. African says enter, 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 enter. What's up, Minos? Good to see you, man. Yeah, the man's in the cave. Enter but knock first. Purple Rain. What's up, Fisk? With intent says enter. Alright, it's 10-0 in favor of entering, so. The man you see before you, and Rez says enter as well. The man you see before you is a minstrel. He is wearing a green and purple checked tunic over his hose and looks somewhat like Antonio Banderas. No, I made that part up. And continues to play his lute despite your intrusion. 2 large clay pots are the only other things in the cave. Will you attack him with your sword, ask him about his music, or nod politely and leave the cave to continue along the tunnel? So will you attack, or ask about his music, or leave the cave? What's up, Red Pain? Haha, Thorg! The trumpets start playing right now. Right now, bro. They start playing right now, just as you asked that. That's so funny. Turtle says ask. Takian says ask. With intent says ask. Sertifi says leave. Red Pain says ask. Kill says ask. Xanos says attack, because he doesn't like his fashion. Lego says ask. Minos says ask. Philly says ask. Arcade says ask. Cliffy says ask. Shadow says ask. African says ask. Alright, looks like people are pretty definitive about wanting to ask him. Alright. The minstrel looks amazed that you were interested in his music. He stops playing and says, "You must be new here, as the ignorant scum who live round here, apart from our beloved Snow Queen, of course, will not listen to my music. The fools, if only they knew what fortune I could bring them with my songs." Starts doing this. Then he goes, la 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 la. Twitch plays Fighting Fantasy. Oh yes, and it's Gamebook with me, Arvany. The fools, if only they knew what fortune I could bring them with my songs. Stranger, I can play a song for you that will heal your wounds. Listen carefully and watch. Later tell that rabble about it, and perhaps they will come to respect me and my music. The minstrel then starts to play a soothing tune, and you watch amazed as one of your wounds heals. Add 4 stamina points. Come back again for more treatment sometime, he says, looking pleased with himself. You thank him and leave his cave to continue along the tunnel. Well done, guys. Hey, what's up, Zach? What's going on, Love Shack? Good to see you, man. Oh, congratulations, Zach. That's awesome, man. Good stuff, good stuff. Just take it, just take it day by day, though, Zach. Take it day by day. I'm really, really excited for you, man. That's great. But take it day by day. Don't get too high or too low on this one. Just kind of see how things play out. This music is awesome. Okay. Here we go. I know, right? A bard that isn't useless, I know. In the distance... I know, exactly. Come back sometime. Alright, now do it. What's up, Guild? Good to see you, man. Alright. In the distance, you can hear chanting voices. Soon the tunnel ends at the entrance to a large cavern. Yeah, it's still Final Fantasy VI music. It is. Kneeling down before an ice effigy in the shape of a demon, with their hooded faces pressed to the ice floor in worship, are 10 of the Snow Witch's followers. There are 2 exits from the cave, one straight ahead and one to your right. Do you wish to pretend to be one of the worshippers and walk boldly into the cavern? Or would you rather creep cautiously into the cavern? So do you want to pretend to be one of the worshippers and walk boldly in, or creep cautiously? I'm a creep. Okay, creep. I'm going to say walk boldly, according to Xanos. Billy says cautious. Turtle says walk. Adam says pretend to be bold. Lego says cautious. Cliffy says cautious. Fombi Zombie, what's up, Fombi Zombie? Says walk boldly in. Minos says creep. Red Pain says boldly go where no man has gone before. Digital Light says walk boldly. Africa has moved boldly because we got a PvD nothing high. Alright, I got 7 votes for walk boldly, 6 votes for creep cautiously. Everybody do the dinosaur. Kilobyte says walk boldly. Drums T-Rexing and do the creep. Love Shack says creep. Alright, we got 8 votes for walk and 7 votes for creep. It says this is a fistful of nickels. Shadow. I'm really kind of digging this album. May have to get this thing. Kilobyte. Didn't I get you? Oh, Kilobyte already said boldly, right. And Sasquatch said creepy cautiously, alright. Tied up. So I got 8 votes for boldly and 8 votes for creep cautiously. I'm gonna go boldly or creep cautiously, yeah. Oh, creep cautiously into the cavern with the ice effigy. That's what it's about. Twisted says go bold. Before you get old, you gotta walk into that cavern. According to Twisted Chimera Gaming. And that's what I'm talking about. 9 to 8 is the vote now. What's it gonna be? With intent. Bill says creep. Oh. Alright, 9 votes for walk boldly, 9 votes for creep cautiously. What's gonna be with intent? You must break this die. Although I got over 40 people in here, so no sign of the elf twins as of yet, Cliffy. I'm keeping an eagle eye out for the elf twins, trust me. Me and the elf twin, I'm like looking for you, like I got your back, bro, on the elf twins. Alright, with intent says creep cautiously. Alright. Alright. You guys decide to creep cautiously. You breathe in deeply and walk stealthily behind the effigy toward the tunnel opposite. You were almost at the entrance to the tunnel when the worshippers stopped their chanting. They stand up and one of them calls out to you asking why you did not stop to sing the praises of the Frozen One. Do you have a magic flute? You do not. Otherwise, you may either fight them or try to run for the tunnel. So, do you want to fight the 10 worshippers or do you want to run for the tunnel? So do you want to fight them or run for the tunnel? What's it going to be? Again, there's 10 of them. Fight to the death. Unfortunately, you can't join them, no. Because you didn't say the right thing. Okay, so TP says fight. Tachyon says fight. Shadow Mage says run. Charles says run like a boss. Fombi says fight. Cliffy says run. Lego says run. Arcade says fight. They got this coming. Digital Byte says run. You got this coming. Tell him to wait a minute and go back to get the flute. I know, right, Cliffy? Run, you fools! Fly, you fools! Yeah, exactly, Twisted, right? Run. Yeah, they're very clear in the book. They're like, there's 10 of them. You know, like 10. You're like, okay, run. Red Pain says fight. I don't think talk it out is an option, African. Fly, you fools! Sadly, joining the evil is not an option. Kilobyte says fight. Billy says run and fight another day. Ah, that jaw harp. Mino says fight them heathens. Or if you played Octodad, run like a pony. I got your vote already, Red Pain. Real men fight! Yeah, sadly, Xanos, I don't think the game's allowing you to join with their evil brothers. Okay, so it looks like... Where's the fun in running? Anyone can run. Well, it's so much easier to die. So much more novel to die. Okay, here we go. Right, we're gonna be... Looks like we're running. Okay. The followers are a group of goblins, orcs, and Neanderthals. As you make a run for it, the two creatures who are nearest try to stop you. One cracks his whip, trying to wrap it round your legs, while the other aims a dart at you. Okay, I got your vote, African, but not enough to override everyone, I'm afraid. One cracks his whip trying to wrap it around your legs while the other aims a dart at you. You must test your luck. Are you lucky or not? Now, chances are pretty good you're going to be lucky, because you do have a 12, so... But nonetheless, Lego has to test it. And Glob got run in there as well, so we had 12 for vote. Right? Seriously. Test that luck. I may seriously have to get this album. This is a really good album. It's got 5 discs, it says. Yes, indeed. 1,750 followers. What's up, Netowin? Ladies and gentlemen, the great Netowin, who is responsible for the Sorcery Project, this incredible thing you see around here. All this stuff is Netowin's work. So, how about some love for Netowin, huh? Thank you very much, Lego. You guys are indeed lucky. Netowin is responsible for this incredible Sorcery Project, this program. Both the dart and the whip failed to find their mark, and you were able to run through the tunnel. The tunnel ends quite soon at a T-junction. To your left, you can hear cries for help. Do you wish to turn left where the cries for help are, or turn right? So turn left. Luck all the things. Okay, let's see. Tachyon says left. Shadow says left. Digital says left. Minus says left. Philly says left. Cujo says right. I'm not sure if he's committed to it, though. He's like, I guess right. Yeah, Netowin's a badass. Alright, right. Xanos, of course, says left. I was actually a little disappointed it took Xanos that long to say that he was going left. With intent says right. Left towards the other cowering crybaby, yeah. We leave no one behind. No one, no random stranger left behind. Left. Left says Cliffy. Lego says left. Sasquatch says left. Glob says right. Cries for help mean danger. That's funny. You avoided running feet last time and you ended up in a pit. Although you did get to pull the goblins down on top of you, so there was that. Could be the Elven twins. True. Oh, help me! Please help! Alright, looks like we are heading left, people. Always go left, Bill says. Left and kill everyone and the victim, okay. Left says that, Bill says left. Call me a bad medic, but go right. Alright, 13 to 5. Alright. Okay, here we go. We should probably, yeah, the problem is I gotta figure out a place to put it, like, because the screen is kind of, like, it's crammed because of the different windows and stuff, so I gotta think of a place to put it. I could just put it over the picture, I guess. Yeah, he does link it all the time. I just have to get better at, like, keeping it up there, but the problem is whenever I do that, then I lose the, I don't know, I gotta find a place to it. Anyway, okay, you guys go left. The tunnel ends at the edge of a pit out of which a dwarf is trying to climb, but he keeps on slipping back. The floor of the pit is covered with large ice boulders which have crashed down from a shaft above the pit. One lands on the dwarf's shoulders and you hear wild cheers from the top of the shaft as he tumbles onto the floor. The dwarf sees you and shouts, "Curse you, stranger, if you do not aid me! I see that you're not wearing a collar!" Do you wish to help the dwarf out of the pit or ignore his pleas and walk back to the junction? So, do you want to help the dwarf out of the pit or ignore his pleas and walk back to the junction? Alright, Tachyon says help, Shadow says help, Turtle says help, Xanos says walk away. Philly says help. Red Pain says help. Fombi says ignore. Help quick. Haha. Very nice. Arcade says help. Bill says help. Wiz says bros help. Sir TV says ignore, it's a dwarf. That's gonna go over what was sad. Twisted says help Tyrion Lannister. Even though he's not Elf Twins, I say help. African Eskimo says help, then smash. Lego says pit, so help. Alright, let's see if I can get this map working. Digital Light says, help the poor dwarf. Yeah, I guess that's true. It's just that chat is such a big part of, especially this, that that I'm kind of loath to do that. I guess because I just feel like, you know, it's so cool, you know? Klob says ignore. Alright. Hang on a second while I get this thing here. Alright, I'm just getting this thing captured. Bear with me. See us. Why are you doing that? It doesn't make any sense. For some reason this is not pulling up. This does not want to like find the thing that I've got linked there. I don't understand why. Snow Witch. Why is that not showing? Oh, maybe it's that one. Sorry guys, I'm just trying to capture this map. There we go. Okay, sorry about that. There we go. Chat full of good doers. Need someone else to start doing game books? What do you mean? Need someone else to start doing game books? What do you mean, Net? I like that we're like that's our little niche that we do specific. Yeah. There you go. That might help a little bit. That might help a little bit. Okay, there we go. Cool. Alright, so you guys are going to clearly help him. So you lie down and lean over the edge of the pit and tell the dwarf to grab your arm. Much to the annoyance of the spectators above, the dwarf escapes from the pit. You run together back to the junction where the dwarf turns right. You tell the dwarf that you intend to carry straight on to find the Snow Witch, as turning right will lead you back to the Hall of Worship. The dwarf tells you that he must escape quickly and return to his village now that he is free. He thanks you for helping him and hands you a leather bag, then runs off. But before he disappears, he turns and shouts, "Beware the right rat!" You open the leather bag and find a sling and 3 iron balls. You pack them away and set off along the tunnel. Alright, so he told you to beware the white rat. And he also gave you a sling. I wait for the obligatory jokes. That's right, exactly, love. Test positive for awesomeness. There you go. Alright. Oh, no, I know. No, I'm just joking, though, Neto, and obviously. Of course, that would be cool. Actually, I know there's one other person. I think it was Yogscast did one of these. But they only did one the one time, so. That was it. Turns and says the Lannister always pays his debts, yeah. Okay. The tunnel through the glacier soon leads into the mountainside itself, and the walls change from ice to bare rock. You enter a large cavern which has 3 other exits leading from it. One to your left, one to your right, and the main one carved as a giant skull lying directly opposite. As you enter, you see this. Night, Philly. Oh, they did a couple of them? Yeah? Alright, so you guys see this. Let me pop this up. And by the way, just a programming note, we've got about 10 minutes left or so before I do the giveaway and call it for the evening. You guys have made excellent progress in here, but I do have to get heading off here before too long. So, let's see. Alright, let's see here. There we go. Alright, now let me see if I can capture that. Give me 1 second. Alright. You see this dude. Oh, the real-time map. It's not a bad idea, Neto, and the only reason why not is because I don't currently place it on the screen all the time. At some point, I will do that. I'll have to keep thinking about how to do that where the layout will look good. I don't want the layout to get too cluttered, but at some point, I will do that. Right now, though, he updates, and I can just quickly reload it and make that happen, so, but I'll do it one way or the other. So, yeah. No, Tachyon, I decided not to delete it from the inventory because it didn't say that you don't have it, and so I'm going to assume that you guys did manage to take it back. I mean, it would say, like, the spear is lost or something like that, basically. So, okay. So, this is what you guys see. You enter a large cavern which has 3 other exits leading from it. One to your left, one to your right, and the main one carved as a giant skull lying directly opposite. As you enter, an ugly robed man steps out of the mouth of the skull holding a glass prism in his outstretched hands. He commands you to turn back as only the Snow Witch's personal servants are allowed inside the mountain. If you have a magic flute, you can tell him, but you don't have a magic flute. Or you may attack him with your sword. So pretty much, you're not given any options here except to attack him with your sword. The ugly man sneers as you draw your sword. He rubs the prism and suddenly 3 identical images of himself appear. They walk towards you, each with a dagger raised in his right hand. 2 of the images must be illusions, but which one will you strike with your sword? Will you strike the man to your left, the man in the middle, or the man to your right? It is a good idea, Benedwin, about the map thing. The problem is just that because there's no reason for him to do it in real time at the moment because he can just update it, you know, just like reload it. It doesn't make a difference because I don't have the map constantly up. So once I find a place with more space and do the layout, I'll be able to do that, so. Okay, let's see. Shadowed says middle. Sword of Speed is what I'm assuming you're using. But it doesn't make a difference in terms of your overall skill because you're maxed out on that score. Right. Sweep attack, hit all 3 at once. Yeah, sadly not an option. This reminds me of like Enter the Dragon. You know that scene, if you guys have seen that movie with Bruce Lee, where he fights the guy in the mirror maze. Left, right, left, middle, always go left. Alright, well, chat's being as confirmed unified as usual. Middle, maybe he's terrible with magic and can't shift with the mirror. That's funny. Kilobyte says right. Oh, thanks, Turl. I appreciate it. Yeah, I just had the idea some months back, and it seems to work out pretty well. We don't do them as, like, a constant diet, but it's something we do probably once every month and a half or so to 2 months, usually, so. And I've gotten some big assists from people, like Nedouin, for example. Really, guys? Really? So you guys are evenly split. 5, 5, and 5. Yep. Oh, yeah, no, it's definitely over a year, but I'm saying, like, every couple of months we play a new one, Xanis. Nedouin votes left. Wheels says right. Tachyon says middle. Really? Net's like left, right, middle. Oh my gosh. There's this illusionist who's walking towards you with a prism. And Arcade says left. And so you have to hit one of the 3 guys. Sweep attack. Love says straight up the middle. You didn't vote before, right? Okay. Alright, I have 7 votes for left, 7 votes for middle. Minos says middle. Yeah, it says each one has a dagger raised in his right hand. Each one has a dagger in his right hand with intent. That dubstep, though. He says dagger in the right hand. They all have daggers raised, but it's in his right hand. It's like Crypt the Necrodancer. Yes, Red Pain, you can change it. Yeah, you can change it if you want, Red Pain. Change it from what to what? With intent says right. Alright. You can definitely change if you want, Pain. Just tell me what you're changing from what to what. Using the right because he's right-hand dominant, he says. It was middle to right. Okay. Shadowed also middle to right. You guys, so you say right. So you guys think that, with intent is onto something. You guys think with intent is onto something. African changes from left to right. That's interesting. You guys think that with intent has gotten you thinking about something. That'll be interesting. Alright, guys, going once. Going twice. Okay, the right it is. Very, very good call with intent. Very smart. The illusionist screams in pain as your sword cuts into his side. He drops to the floor as his other 2 images fade away. As you step over him, he starts to laugh and stands up, his wound completely healed. Do you wish to thrust your sword at him again, or do you wish to try to smash his prism? No, you got it right. You got it right. Yep. That was a good call with intent. Very good call. The question is, do you wish to thrust your sword at him again, or try to smash his prism? That's always the right. Tachyon says prism. Prism. Smash. Smash the prism with a warhammer. Smash. Prism. Warhammer. Oh. Bill smash the prism. Stab him again, then take the magic thingy. Loves this Hulk smash. Paints his prism. Okay, yeah, that was a good call with intent. Fombi says, stab him with a sword. Lego says, smash the prism. Alright. Okay, it looks like we're strongly in favor of 11 votes for attack the prism, 3 votes for attack him. Glob says, stabby. Cliffy says, smash it, so 12 to 4. Okay, it looks pretty strongly in favor of 12 to 4. So TV says attack 12 to 5. Yeah, no, that's good, man. All right, smash the prism wins out. You pretend to give up the fight and then suddenly leap at the illusionist. Catching him momentarily off guard, you manage to snatch the prism out of his hands and throw it onto the floor. It shatters into tiny pieces and the illusionist turns and flees into the skull mouth, screaming at the top of his voice. Smoke rises from the shattered fragments of the prism and forms itself into the shape of a bald fat man. A genie! Hovering in midair, he bows and thanks you. Thank you for releasing me. If you call on me, I will make you invisible, just once, as a token of my gratitude. Without saying another word, the image shimmers and disappears. Very well done, guys. Very well done. May call on the genie to make him invisible. Nice work. That's good work by everybody. It's especially good work by with intent to notice that. Invisible power hype. He is not Italian. He did something else. He's a genie inside a prism who says it has to be a lamp. Think, live a little, Twisted. Come on, man. Don't take your restrictions and place them. He's Dutch. Everyone thinks he hears something different. God damn it. Oh my gosh. Okay. Cool. That is appropriate, I think. That is a appropriate ending point. You guys have reached a save point. 72. All right, guys. Tremendous work tonight. You guys have successfully, besides your backpack, sword, and leather armor, you guys have got a warhammer, you got a spear, you got salted fish, a candle, a dagger, a sword of speed, leather sandals, a stuffed rat, an iron key, sling, and 3 iron balls. You have learned to beware the white rat. You can call on the genie to make invisible. And let's see, you've got 20 out of 20 stamina, 12 out of 12 luck, skill, 11 out of 12 luck. You got 2 gold, 5 provisions. I would say that is a pretty definitive thing, guys. You guys did a great job. Oh, the dagger. Just that he was holding the dagger in his right hand. So the assumption that everyone made is that that means that he's right hand dominant. So that he would cast his spells to his left. He would attack with his right. So he would be off to the right side. So that's why everyone chose the one on the right. That was basically it, sort of in a nutshell. So, yeah, very, very nice work, guys. Very well done. All right. All right, so we are going to do a giveaway, but just checking in. Did everyone have a good time doing this, I hope? Has everyone had fun with the game book again? So far, yeah, don't laugh about being stabbed. So far, so good about, on Caverns of the Snow Witch. So far, you guys think you have this book in the palm of your hands, as it were? Awesome. If he's on the left, he could attack with his right hand. Yeah, I think it's where he would end to cast him. I think it was like where he would be casting his spells, though, would be off to his non-dominant side. I don't know. It was cool. Good, good, good. Yeah, we always have fun. We do always have fun doing this one. You guys are right. You guys are a great part of it. I'm glad that these things work out, because I cannot even tell you how much I loved this stuff as a kid. And Kilobyte, much love for the maps, man, as always. And Lego, despite all the abuse you got, Great work, man. On great work today. On the dice rolling, good stuff today too. Okay, so now programming note about scheduling. Probably not going to see me tomorrow because I've got a lot of work and stuff that I got to get done in preparation for the conference I'm going to at the end of the week, about which more in a moment. So probably won't see me tomorrow. If you see me tomorrow, but I would say it's not likely, maybe 25% chance, because I got stuff that I got to get done. You are, however, going to see me on Wednesday, because Wednesday night at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, with the return of Dungeons & Dragons with Infinity and Beyond, we are going to be finishing up the first adventure in this campaign, the Ghosts of Dragonspear Castle. So we are going to be finishing up with the comedy stylings of Sod, King Foom, Anominatus, Optic Nerve Productions, Series Runner, and John Helfers. And I think I got everyone right. I think I got all 6. So we're going to be finishing up with that. Then the next time we play D&D, we'll do an Icewind Dale session again. And the next time after that we play D&D, we'll go back to pen and paper. So basically we're going to be alternating between the pen and paper sessions and between Icewind Dale. This is, there's 4 parts to this adventure, and they're going to be finishing up the first part of the adventure, the first section, in this next P&P thing. So that's happening on Wednesday. Now, as for me, the most likely time you'll see me with this game book will be a week from today, next Monday, because Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, I will not be streaming. I will be in Boston at a convention called ReaderCon. So I will be up there. I'm doing a panel on Thursday night, and then I'm going to be doing a reading on Saturday. If anyone is in the Boston area, I would love to see any or all of you. But that is what I am doing on Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I will be attending to writing life stuff and spending some time with family while I'm up there. So that's what's going on with me. So you will see me probably not tomorrow, but you will see me on Wednesday for D&D, and then next week again for Monday, where we'll finish this off, probably finish it off. When we're finished with this, then for solo streams, we will be moving on to Warlock 2. I'm going to be doing the single-player campaign of Warlock 2. I haven't had a turn-based game, sort of, my turn-based game fix, and I really had fun doing Warlock a couple of weeks ago. So I'm going to be doing the single-player campaign of Warlock 2 on my solo streams. The co-op streams, probably about once a week, will be Series Runner and myself doing Divinity Original Sin, and then obviously we'll be doing D&D. It might be every other week. I mean, that depends on how schedules work, because you have to schedule 6 busy people, so we'll do the best we can. 7 busy people, basically. So we'll do the best we can, but that's what's going on. Best way you guys can help me is to spread the word. If I am at some point hopefully going to get partnered, if I am going to be able to move forward with this, to be able to develop my writing, obviously, to, exposure for writing, and most of all, just to build the channel, because I'm pretty happy with the community we have here. I think I'm biased, but I think we have the best viewers on Twitch, and I've been very happy with the strength of the channel, the way that it's been building over time. So I'm hoping for more of that. Another programming note, in a couple of weeks, I'm going to have on stream the Tin Man Games company. I'm going to have the developers, probably a couple of the artists and writers too. They're the ones who do these Fighting Fantasy game books for Android and iOS. So if you've ever played Assassin of Orland, I think I saw that one of them was a Turfel. Who was it? I'm so sorry that I've already missed the name. Turl, I'm sorry. Turl said that he had actually played Assassin of Orland. So have I. They do a bunch of the Tin Man. They do a bunch of the Fighting Fantasy game books. I met them through a mutual writer friend of mine. So I'm going to be having them on my stream to chat about the process of converting these things over, and we're going to play through one of those game books on stream using the Tin Man method of doing this. So we're going to do that in a couple of weeks, and then that's going to be it for interviews at the moment. Although I'm looking for other things to sort of consider down the line. So basically, D&D on Wednesday. Finish up with Caverns of the Snow Witch on Monday. Then we're moving into Warlock 2 for my solo streams, Divinity Original Sin for the co-op streams with Series Runner, and then D&D with the Infinity and Beyond crew, and Tin Man Games with an interview coming up down the line. So that's what we are looking at. All right. Twitter link to post messages about you. Yeah, I know. Well, there's that. Except that's only to tweet the stream. I got to be able to do some of that stuff. But that we're doing some of that with the bot. We're starting to build that stuff in over time. Okay, so let us get into the giveaway for tonight. We are going to do a raid as well, so nobody bail out on me yet. So tonight we are going to be... Oh, I forgot to mention, after Warlock 2, I do have a couple of games that people gave me that I'm going to be giving a try. Remember Me, for example, is a game that I wanted to give a shot to. I heard some good things about that. And that was gifted to me by Dragonspear, which which I really appreciate. So there's that, and then there's also Guacamelee, which was gifted to me, which I think it was MMORPG who gave me Guacamelee. A lot of people talked about it, and it's Metroidvania. I like Castlevania, and I love Metroid, so I'm going to give that a try as well. But that's after Warlock, so that's down the line at some point. So that's the deal with that. Now tonight we have 3 games that we are giving away. You'll have a choice of 3. 2 of them are going to be familiar because I've offered them before. And they are Dungeons the Dark Lord. That's kind of like a dungeon keeper type game if you ever played that game. Orion Dino Horde. And the only reason I've offered that before is I had 3 copies of it given to me. So I've given away 2 of them already. And then the third one is a game called Gunpoint. This is a stealth puzzle game. At some point I am going to try playing this, but not now, just because there's so many other games on the docket. And it's not like super expensive, so I'll be able to buy it again down the line, but I just don't have time to play it right now, so I want to give it away. So I'm going to have Dungeons the Dark Lord is choice 1, choice 2 is Orion Dino Horde, and choice 3 is Gunpoint if you win today. And that's going to be, of course, if you type in this thing which I'm about to tell you. Let's see, how about this? All right, if you guys are interested in winning one of those 3 games, Dungeons the Dark Lord, Orion Dino Horde, or Gunpoint, please type in Smash Prism. Smash Prism. Choices, Tachyon, are Dungeons the Dark Lord, that's choice 1. Choice 2 is Orion Dino Horde, that's choice 2. Choice 3 is Gunpoint. Those are your 3 choices. And I finally ran out of the music on Final Fantasy VI. Well, it gives me a chance to play one of my favorites, Super Guitar Bros. You guys have anything new, Super Guitar Bros? Ooh, yes you do. You have something new. I assume some people are going to know this. I love these guys. Oh, so that's how you knew that? Because it's always on the left side. It's like always one side or the other, Netowin? That's interesting, man. Hey, what's up, Snarkbound? Nah, yeah, we're just coming to an end, man. We're just coming to an end. That's right. This is the Game of Thrones theme. But these guys are Super Guitar Bros, and I've talked about them before. I bought their album because I really like it. They do covers mostly of video game soundtracks, but I love classical guitar, so anything that involves classical guitar is going to be good in my book. So again, last call. If you guys are interested in one of these 3 games, please type in Smash Prism. Candy Rat Records band called The Reign of Kindo. I'd never heard of them, Shadowed. I'm always on the lookout for good new bands. I've never heard of them, though. This is the game, yeah. Oh, never on one side. It's always in the middle? Oh, it's in the middle. Nice. This is their first one in like 9-10 months, this video. That's awesome. I love these guys. I want them to put up more stuff. This is my favorite of theirs, which is the Castlevania medley. Okay. Oh, he does it. Oh, he does it the second time. Oh, wow. Okay. All right, here we go. And the winner. Yeah, that's pretty cool, Net. I've got to, yeah, it was always the same position. Okay, I see. So he changes it around. That's pretty cool, though, actually. I didn't realize that they did mirror images in some of the MOBAs. Do they do that also in League of Legends, or is it only like a Dota thing because of the way the maps are designed? Congratulations with intent. Hacks. Someone always has to call hacks. Hey, listen. Wait a minute. I gotta stop for a second. I gotta stop the music for a second. You guys realize that with intent, who was the one who first put you guys onto the notion that it might be that you want to go after the right hand, the guy on the right for the illusionist? I'm just saying, I said Smash Prism. This has been a creepy stream tonight. When I was reading the book and I needed the musician, all of a sudden, like, I get the freaking Mexican music, I get the flamenco music going on, and then, like, when I get the battle music, I get that music going on, and here I get with intent, like, who was the one who called the shot on it must be the right guy, and all of a sudden, I type in Smash Prism and he ends up winning. Creepy. Alright, what's it gonna be with intent? What'd you like, man? Congratulations. Right, was your first choice. No, I know. I'm not saying nobody else picked it. I'm just saying that with intent was the one who was like, look at this specifically. I'm not saying no one else picked it. Yeah, no, I mean, a lot of you are very smart. This is already self-evident. It's already self-evident many of you are smart. Every winner but you is a hacker. Thank you, Lego. Okay, so what's it gonna be with intent? Okay, choices. Dungeons the Dark Lord, Orion Dino Horde, or Gunpoint. Dungeons the Dark Lord, Orion Dino Horde, or Gunpoint. I don't want to be labeled smart. Okay, all but you then, Snark. Not bad, rats. I are smartest. It's like the Lego movie. You are the special. You are all the special. All of you are the special. Gunpoint. Yeah, that looks like a cool one. I'm definitely going to give that a try down the line. It's just, I know that I'm not going to get to it for a while. And it's not expensive, so it's not like, you know. Alright. Let's see. I think I have with intent already in my Steam friends, I believe. Maybe I don't. With intent, do I not have you? Oh, yes, definitely I will do that. This is their YouTube, and their YouTube also has a link to the Bandcamp. Alright, sounds good, African. See you in a minute. See you later. See you on Wednesday. Oh, your Steam name is different. Oh, clever. No, I don't have you in here. Okay. Yeah, attention music. Alright, see you, Glub. Yeah, that's a good call, Sotifi. We should have a setup where, I mean, the problem is I don't have time, honestly, to think about another thing to do when I'm setting up for a stream. But I think it would be cool if, like, when we do it, we could be like, hey, let the Steam group know as well. That would be cool also. Same as on, same. Okay. Cool. All right. So as soon as I get that, I will send that off to you. Now we are going to do a raid. I know. I'm sorry. You're right. You're right. I should have realized. I beg your forgiveness. All right. Let me take a look at who we got, because we are going to raid somebody. We got 40 people here at the moment, which is awesome. So let me see who we've got. Who is playing? Who is playing? Who is playing? Ah. All right. Well, let's see. We got... Boom. Boom, boom, boom. So good. So good. Okay. Got two choices. Two choices. Okay. We're going to raid this guy. We are going to raid this person because I raided the other person recently. And also I prefer this game that he's playing. Okay. That's quite easy to do it. Raid you. You're not streaming, Law. Can't do that. Okay. All right. So when we raid, we are going to do this. We're going to do that. You guys can feel free to practice in my chat. When we raid, that is where we're going to go, and we're going to go raid there in just a moment after I say goodbye to all you lovely people. Yeah, I know, exactly. It's always the problem. All right, but let me say goodbye to all you wonderful people first. I want to say thank you as always to Cambridge Bot, to Cambridge, New York City, and Cambridge Bot. Cambridge, thank you so much, dude, for making this bot happen. And of course, Lawkeeper, who's got a lot of the coding that made this bot. Thanks so much, you guys. You've really helped out the channel by doing this. Makes the giveaways so much easier, and just a bunch of other things the bot does. So thank you guys so much. Always a pleasure. Cambridge is someone you should be following, and you should be following Lawkeeper as well, because they do stream. So that would be cool. Demiser, always a pleasure. Okay, cool. I see the friend invite with intent. I'll do it right after the stream finishes. Demiser, always a pleasure. Thanks you for stopping by as always, sir. Lego, again, great work on moderation today. Really appreciate it, man. Good to see you as always. Also good on the dice rolling today. Netawin, always a pleasure to have you on board. Thank you so much for the sorcery project, sir. Great stuff and good suggestions as always. Sorry, Wibble. Yeah, I know, man, but I'm heading out, I'm afraid. Lawkeeper, always, I've already said, always a pleasure to have you on here. Of course, Xanos, love you, man. Always a pleasure to have Xanos in here. Xanos, again, keep working on that restaurant. Link up your funding thing for the restaurant, too. Xanos is trying to live out his dream to be able to actually own this restaurant because Xanos is a chef. So, you know, since that means better food for all of us, we should all be supporting if we can. So, definitely give that a link. Good to see you, man. Good to see Adam Maniac. As always, pleasure, man. I always catch Adam Maniac a lot of different places on Twitch, and he always says hi. Good to see you, Adam. Good to see Bill, as always. Welcome in, man. A very pleasure to have you back. A pleasure to have Digital Light back as well. Good to see you. Dragon Spear, always a pleasure. As I said, thank you so much for the Remember Me game. I mentioned you earlier today. Pleasure to have you on, as always. Always a pleasure to have Giltonum on here as well. Another good stream you guys should be following. We'll probably co-op something in the future also. Good to see Gizmodin in here, who's been hanging out on my channel quite a bit lately. Good to see you, Giz. Grey Dybbuk, always a pleasure. Voiceover, actor, tweeter extraordinaire. Good to see you, man. Thanks for stopping by, as always. Mercurius100, pleasure to have you in here again. Been a little while, but it's good to see you back. Same with Minos. Good to see you back also. Fombi Zombie, again, someone who's in here quite a bit, so good to see you again. Thanks and welcome back. Welcome back to Red Pain, as always. Welcome back to Rez Shammy, as always. Pleasure to have both of you here. Sasquatch51, good to see you, Sasquatch. Welcome back. Sertifi, always a pleasure to have Sertifi here. Sertifi is very loyal, is always here, which is awesome. Same with Shadow Gazer and Shadowed Mage, the two battling shadows. Good to see you guys. Thanks for stopping by. Snark, I understand you came in a little late, but that's cool, man. Thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it, as always. Sod, my friend, good to see you. Sod is another person you guys should be following. He's a cool dude, good streamer, and Sod is part of the Infinity and Beyond crew, so you'll see more of him on Wednesday for D&D. Stolpen, always a pleasure to have Stolpen on board. Good to see you, Stolpen. A regular of mine. Same with Tachyon, who of course is a regular, and the Mining Miner, who's been with me since a raid he did of this stream, actually of one of my Fighting Fantasy Gamebook streams. Might have been the Forest of Doom, I don't remember, but it was from the Romantics channel, so good to see you, Mining. Thorg, always a pleasure to have Thorg on board, who's been a regular with me for a long time. Good to see you. Turl 2, I hope you liked what you saw and heard. I don't remember if you'd recently followed, or you haven't followed yet, but you were thinking about whether you would or not. I don't remember. I think you might have followed me before, but you haven't been in as much. So welcome back, and I hope you like what you saw and heard. Twisted Chimera Gaming, always a pleasure to have you in, sir. Twisted's been with me for a long time as well. Good to see you. Good to see Wheels, as always. Always a pleasure to have Wheels in here. Has been with me since the Cata days. Wibble, always a pleasure to have you in, Wibble. I know you got here late, but good to see you, man. Hope everything is well down under. Good to see you with intent. Congratulations, sir. I will send you out that game as soon as my stream is done. And last, but certainly not least, Samaria, who's working on an RPG. Very good to see all you wonderful people. You did follow. Okay, I wasn't sure, Toro. That's cool. All right, guys. So now we're going to do that raid, as I said, and it goes like this. And we are going to go raid up this person, Gats, because a lot of people know and like Gats. Gats is playing a Metal Gear Solid run, and he's playing one of the early Metal Gear Solid. So we can go give him a follow and check him out. He's a good streamer. I was thinking about duty calls as well, but I just raided duty a couple of days ago. So I wanted to give this a try. So let's go over, do it upright, do that ARV raid. You guys know how we do. Love you all. You're the best viewers on Twitch. I will catch you probably not tomorrow, but I will see you on Wednesday night, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for D&D. And then next week, we will conclude with Caverns of the Snow Witch. That's it for me. Love you all. Have a good night. I'll catch you soon. Do that raid. Have a good night.